All right, e-commerce sellers, so if you are ready to start reaching out to US suppliers who will drop ship your products, you need to know how to talk to these people, right? So keep watching this video. I'm going to get into exactly how I have reached out to US suppliers to drop ship products for my e-commerce store, both through email and also on the phone. Hey Rebels, so when you are going to be reaching out to these US suppliers, a few things may make this a bit simpler and easier while going through the whole process. So I just want to cover those real quickly, and then we're going to get into how to email and phone them. Now, if you have a real business set up, congratulations, that's super awesome. And there are a few things that you probably can gather up before you start making these communications. If you don't have these yet, that's totally fine. There are simple ways to get them, and you can start working on those while you start to reach out to these suppliers. One is an EIN number. Now, an EIN number is issued to businesses in the US from the IRS. Now, this number is sort of like a social security number, but for businesses, right? So it just makes sure that they verify your identity. They know you're a real business, right? So that's a really great thing to have, an asset for your business while you're getting started. So if you don't have one yet, just go to IRS.gov, look up the requirements, and apply. Another thing you would like to have are business documents. So if you don't have a business yet, you're just getting started, totally fine, but these are some things that you may want to start looking into. Setting up an LLC or a sole proprietorship, partnership, however you want to set up your business, you're going to get some things called articles of incorporation. You can also get a reseller certificate from your state. So this allows you to purchase goods without paying tax because you're going to resell the product, right? So you can get that from your state. Check out your state government website and there will be instructions on how to get that. Some other good things to have on hand, if you have them, are a certificate of good standing. This is a certificate that tells suppliers that, hey, you're a legit business and you pay your taxes. So that's always good to have. And you can also get it for a small fee from your state. Some other also really great things to have are bank references, trade references for your business. And then also a few pretty obvious things are a business phone number and a business website, right? These are things that make you look like a legitimate business, right? And most legitimate businesses have these things. Now you can get a business phone number free from Google. So just Google, Google free phone numbers, and you can go ahead and get that set up. That's only going to be for people in the US, and there are some other services that will allow you to set up a US phone number remotely, but there are some fees associated with that. So just do a quick Google, check it out, and I will definitely put some links to those resources in the description below. And then as far as a website, it does not have to be a complicated website. You can probably set one up with ClickFunnels or Shopify. If you've already started your Shopify store, obviously you can use that as well. So these are just going to be items that are going to make this process way easier and smoother. So if you have them, great. If you don't, definitely start looking into them. All right, now we're going to get into how to communicate with these suppliers. All right, guys, we got that out of the way. Now we can get to the good stuff. So you're ready to email this US supplier, but you're not really sure what to say, right? How do you introduce yourself? What do you talk about? What do you ask for so that they will get back to you, right? So in this communication, you want to sound extremely professional. You're not really sure who's going to get this message, right? It might be a web admin or a customer service rep that forwards the message along, or it might be the exact person you want to talk to. You're not really sure at this point. So definitely introduce yourself with your full name. And then also a good tip is to reference and introduce yourself as a director or a manager of your company. This way, the supplier knows that you are a professional business, you have managers, directors, you're probably pretty large if you have some managers and directors, and they're likely going to want to do business with you, or at least forward the message to someone who can make that decision, right? So that's a good tip. And then also, when you're introducing yourself, you want to give them a reason why you're reaching out. Why do you want to do business with them? So you don't want to say, hey, I'm just getting started. I'm just looking for some products to drop ship. Would you like to work with me? No, that's not going to work, right? So when you're talking about it, you want to say some reasons why you're interested in their product, that you're looking to expand your product catalog or your product line. This shows, again, that you are already doing business, you're serious, you like their products, and you're looking to grow your business with a partnership with them. So another great way to get started with your email communication. A few other things that you want to talk about are where you're located, what type of business you're doing. So you're going to talk about you're an e-commerce business that is growing, you're looking to go to that next level, things like that. So that you're always talking about how you're growing the business, you have customers, you know what you're doing, right? Even if you're just getting started, trust me, these are the things you're going to want to say so that they get back to you. And then some of these US suppliers are a little particular, right? They want to work with someone who has a brick and mortar business. They're still a little old school, right? So you may want to mention that later down the road, once sales start picking up, that, you may make bigger orders, or you may be holding stock at a specific location, things like that, so that you can give them a picture of where your business is going. And then also another great way to encourage them to get back to you is to talk about payment terms. So a lot of US suppliers do what is called payment terms, right? Net 30, net 60 terms, which just essentially means that you have 30 or 60 days to pay your bill. Now, a lot of US suppliers don't like this because they end up chasing people for money, right? People don't like to pay their bills all the time, it seems, or they'll pay them late, right? So if you can come to them and say, hey, we're not looking for any payment terms. We want to prepay all our orders up front. That is an incentive to them because they know they're going to get paid right away, and that's good for their cash flow. And then the next thing you want to do is just kind of close with, what are the next best steps to move forward with setting up an account with you, or who is the exact representative that I should contact to get this account relationship set up. So that closes the deal. It says, hey, I'm serious. I want to set up this account and get started with you guys. Tell me what I need to do next, right? And then just kind of close with a formal greeting, thank you very much for your time. I look forward to working with you soon. And then put your full name, your title, whether it was director or manager, whatever you came up with, and then your business email, business phone number, where they should reach out to you. So that's essentially how you're going to reach out to them by email. All right, guys, so we got the email portion out of the way. Now we're going to get into talking to suppliers on the phone. All right, guys, we got email out of the way. Now we can talk about when we would want to call suppliers on the phone and how to do that. So if you have emailed the supplier and it's been a few days, maybe it's been 3 or 4 days and you have not heard back, even a week. Sometimes suppliers are really busy, trust me. If you have not heard back in a while, then it might be time to reach out via phone. Now, if you really are gung-ho and you want to get the supplier on board right away, you could go ahead and reach out to them by phone right off the bat, right? So the benefits of reaching out via phone is that you're going to get answers much faster, right? Like we all know we get a ton of emails. I mean, I get hundreds of emails every single day. And these people do too. So it's very likely that your email could have gotten deleted or put, stuffed in a folder or just ignored, right? So if you're not hearing back, it's definitely time to talk to someone on the phone. Now, you're going to reach out to them the same way you would through email, right? You want to come across as professional, and you want to make sure that you're talking to the right person. So when you get on the phone, you might be talking to, an administrator or a customer service representative. So the first thing you're going to want to do is introduce yourself and your business and say, hey, I'm looking to set up a reseller agreement. Could you transfer me to the correct person to speak to about setting up that type of account? Really simple, right? Now, they may send you to a voicemail. They may give you the person's direct name and number and email to reach out to. Those are great. Then you know what to do, right? They may tell you that you need to fill out an application on their website. So if that's the case, you'll definitely want to go ahead and do that. But you can also ask some follow-up questions like, okay, that's great. What type of information will I need to fill out that application? How long is, your typical approval time frame? Just so you know how long it should realistically take. Now, if you do get transferred to the correct person to talk to, you're going to want to just go through kind of the spiel that's in the email, right? But you're just talking to the person. Tell them a little bit about your business. Tell them about what you're looking to do, that you're going to expand your product line, why you're interested in their products, how you could bring them more business and more customers, because you're really great at online retail, and, eventually you're going to expand into brick and mortar retail potentially. Give them reasons why they may want to work with you, right? And that's really it. They're going to give you the other information that you need to set up the account, and then you can start moving forward. Always great to get a person on the phone and talk to them one-on-one. You can talk to them a little bit more about their business too. So some questions you could ask that you'd want to know anyways are, what is their return policy? What is their shipping like? How has COVID-19 affected their business? This is a real person. Get some more dirt on this business to see how they operate and if you really want to work with them or not. All right, guys, so that is how to reach out to these US suppliers via email and on the phone. Hope that was helpful, and definitely let me know in the comments if you have any questions or if this was helpful for you. I definitely like to hear from you guys. Definitely encourages me to make more videos like this to help you guys out. So also, if you are still looking for US suppliers to reach out to, go ahead and watch my other video on how to find US suppliers to work with by using just Google. All right, guys. So I will see you on the next video. Bye.